Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thoth Tuesday. I'm glad everybody's hanging out with me for a little while today, and we're going to do an energy read. There has been a lot of different energies around, and we've got to get used to them, I guess, because it's going to get really hairy out there. Let's just say that. We've got some very good messages that come out from channeling some energy, and I'm going to say that the energy is very hard right now. It's very heavy, deep. So be careful out there with these different energies that are coming around and making you act crazy a little bit. Find your trigger points and walk away and do some meditation. That's what I always say. First card that we decided to get was the Soul Helper Oracle 29, which is an 11 master number. It doubles. It doubles in meaning. Live playful and with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. How are we supposed to get to where we're going without the inner child? Because the inner child is the pure, the sacral, the purity of love. At this point, a child has unconditional love for everything that it has, like the bird. Look at the little bird right there. Heed the voice of the child within. It does not speak to you with words, but with the silent language of the heart. Your inner child cannot lie. It speaks with purity and truth. See or feel how it smiles. You are now ready to encounter beautiful moments on your soul path. You have become wiser and freer, and you celebrate and have fun whenever you wish. Your inner child is delighted by your wildness and renewed playfulness. Put flowers in your hair. Have fun with your inner child and grant him or her a wish. In return, you will receive a gift that the world cannot buy, time. The inner child within you has the power to expand time. It can take you to places where time passes more slowly. Play, enjoy yourself. Rise above the absurd construct of time in which you live, but which, in truth, has absolutely nothing to do with you. Hear the whispers that reach you gently and softly. Live your life in play, and you are free of time. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the otter. Herbal essence oil is orange. Healing crystal is the quartz, and the master number is 11. Yeah, we are supposed to be pure at heart. That's why we go for the child. And an 11, a master number, doubles in its energy, it doubles in its meaning. And it's not usually added together, but instead regarded as having twice the power of a particular number. Give yourself the time to allow the number of the card to resonate through your light body. Visualize it in front of your heart and let it circle around your body. Don't try to control this, but instead simply observe where the number wants to go. Its position may bring important information. I think what this is saying is that we don't have enough time in a day to do everything, and we look at time as it's so important, and it's really not. Time is man-made. We'll all learn that sooner or later that time was man-made to keep us on a time schedule, to keep us in bondage, to keep us working, to keep us not paying attention to things. And it worked till now. Now is the great awakening for all of us. We've been in Earth School. We've learned a lot of ins and outs of Earth School. We're all still learning about Earth School. But we are also trying to get into the magic of the mystery schools. The mystery schools are our next venture will be the mystery schools. We still have some things to do in this planet because we're still here. We're still in this shift of the 3D consciousness. But I think a lot of us are starting to go above. We're actually at the point where we're reflecting like the fourth dimension. Fifth dimension is we will know our true self. And that is a perfect card. We got we got a 10, and it's true to you, lilac magic. You know, it's all about you. It's all about who we are. We play a unique part in this movie because this movie wouldn't be the way it is without you, without me, without someone else. The things that we hear that we are drawn into are the things that we're supposed to listen to. Maybe not all of it, but you get that one little message that's like, wow, hey, that's Eureka. I get them all the time. I get these little messages. Have the courage to walk your own path. Be true to yourself and reveal the real you. Authenticity is your greatest gift, even if the cost seems high. You have entered worlds within you and many aspects to your personality and your heart. Like everyone, you show a slightly different side of yourself to all those you know, playing up some aspect of yourself with one person, playing down others with someone else. And that's fine. You don't have to reveal all of yourself to everyone or spill your secrets to casual acquaintances. But for real love and trust to grow, for relationships and friendships to have depth and meaning, you can't hide the deepest parts of your personality, your principles, or your heart. You can't pretend away the things that have the most meaning to you. Dim your light for acceptance or deny the beliefs that are central to your very being. And this applies just as much to your relationships with yourself as with anyone else. This card is calling you to connect with your inner heart and be sure you are honoring your deepest, most authentic self. Are you hiding a vital part of you from the world and from yourself, pretending to be someone else to impress another? It can't seem harmless at first to let things slide, to bury an aspect of yourself, to skip over things that are important to you so as not to offend or upset someone. But it is not harmless. You pay a huge price when you hide your true self or sacrifice what means a lot to you in order to keep the peace or avoid discomfort. And you miss out on the joy and beauty of having someone embrace you for all your complexities and depth, shadow and light, the experience of having someone love each and every part of you. It can be challenging at times to walk a different path from those around you, but if you have the courage to make a start, you'll attract people who will appreciate you for who you really are into your life. Their validation will give you confidence as you let your soul soar, shining your joy and light to the world. Right now, there is an area of your life in which it is time for you to walk your own path. Perhaps there's a new career option within your current job or elsewhere that you're ready to embrace. There may be a new cause, hobby, friend, interest, or opportunity, something that will require you to step forward on your own. Or perhaps it's time to draw a line in the sand with someone and refuse to play the role they've cast you in, a role you've outgrown or one you've never wanted to play at all. This doesn't mean you have to leave everything behind and sacrifice relationships or turn your back on anyone, but it does mean that if there's something you're really drawn to, something that fires up your soul and calls to you, you'll need to gather your courage and begin on your own. Others may follow or not. That's not important. All that matters is that you take this chance and dare to forge ahead. It may be lonely at times, but it will be worth it for your heart, mind, body, and spirit. And in walking your path, you will also inspire others, leaving a trail of breadcrumbs so they can find their own way in the future. That is perfect. I couldn't have said it better myself. I always say, be yourself. You have to be. If we're out there trying to be like Peggy, Roger, and Pumpkin, well, we're doing the wrong thing because I just want to be fun. I just want to be the original, beautiful person that I create and I have let come into my world. And that's who I want to be. I don't like followers and I don't like to be I don't like to follow. So step back. Here I come, baby. Okay, we got another messenger oracle came in. I just ordered a new deck too today. Can't wait to see it. Follow the moon. The moon is mystical. It's an illusion. It's trickery, but yet captivating. Three-quarters of Gaia's surface is covered in water, and the moon's pole can lift the Earth's oceans at the equator and carry them along in her wake. Two-thirds of the human body is also water, and therefore you also are subject to her power. As she waxes and wanes, so do you. Take note, follow the moon cycle, and take note of how you think and feel as her light increases and decreases. Take time to explore and understand her influence upon both your body and your emotions. If you are going through a lot of emotions right now, my suggestion is to write them down, write what you're thinking down, whether it's bad, good, or whatever. Okay. And then I want you to look at it and see where you have went wrong and where you can change. Because you have that within you. You have everything within you. You don't have to go to anywhere and listen to somebody explain it because that's who we are. We are learning right now. We're in Earth School. And we've learned a lot. We've leveled up a lot. I know I have. And I've seen a lot of other people level up. So I think right now is a beautiful time to take heed and work on self. Because self is very important in this journey. Each person has a calling, a mission. It's different than the other one. It may be similar, but we're all unique. And that is how our creator made us. Now we got the magic spiritual spirit oracle wanted to come and make an appearance. It's a 26, which is a 9, and 9 is a beautiful number. The mirror, self-reflection, writer, big picture. I just told you to write. This is your story. We have 365 days to start writing our book. Have you started writing your book? I know I have. I have started writing a book, but I've also kept my dreams, my visions, my questions, my triggers, and I write it all down and look at it from different perceptions. And think about it when you're saying it. Is this good for me? Is this going to fix my mission? Do I have a mission to help someone or do something? Write it all down. It's so much easier when you read it out loud to yourself because you might change your mind on how you're feeling if you're just thinking in your mind. You got to go within your heart, the childlike. Now, she's also got a book, and the book says, can't read the book. It's too little. She's got butterflies around her, the mirror, playing with. She is just sparkling with energy. Look at the energy pouring out of her feet as she's reading that book. I honor the full book of my life, every chapter that I write. This is amazing how I'm talking about the book, and that's what this is about because everything that I channel is something that I know means something to someone. Maybe not me, but maybe someone else. That's why I'm putting my words out. It's like me writing in my book, but it's me reading the cards that we were all the energy needed to hear, whatever it may be. And that's why we call that in. I love the idea of writing your own book. We all have a story, and somebody might say, well, my story's dumb. I don't like my story. Why not? Your story might be it might be not good, but it could be a learning experience for others, how you conquered what you went through and got over it, or how you reacted at this point in time when you were going through this. And it takes you down a path that kind of opens your mind to other thoughts, other perceptions. The author, the story, the mirror, seeing our full self, not just parts. It can be so easy to get lost in one chapter or one page of our life. But remember, we've got a whole book going and so many more pages to go. Focusing on too much on details can cause us to lose our grasp on where we write. This can cause us great inner turmoil. Zooming in too close to our life can make us feel that we are not doing enough, haven't done enough, are not enough. We feel unworthy or lose sight of our main goal to find wholeness and fulfillment by living our dharma and unique purpose, to overcome our unique obstacles and receive sacred gifts of transformation at different checkpoints in life. It doesn't happen at once. We're in this for the long game. Have you forgotten all that you have already been through and overcome just to get to this point? The chapter you are currently in, so much has happened and you have grown so much. You just can't always see it. Don't skip ahead. Enjoy the chapter you are writing now. This card can be a positive omen that something soon will happen to unlock more character development within you. This is something that leads you to a deeper knowledge of who you are meant to be, something that helps to bring you home to who you are. It could be a moment of realization or even simply a personality trait of yours that is alchemizing into something greater. Adopt a zoomed out perspective on your life every now and again, especially when you feel behind, unworthy, or lost. Look at your whole self in the mirror. Remember to be patient and that there is a bigger picture to all of this. Imagine your life as though it is a book, remembering that you have so many more pages to fill. You are becoming more you with every day that passes. I love this reading today. That was so good because that is what Source was basically kind of showing me that I envisioned somebody writing at a desk and they were getting triggers as they were writing things. And I envisioned somebody saying, why am I doing this? It's not getting me anywhere. It's not doing anything. Yes, it is. That writing that you're doing is what is blocking you from being the beautiful, unique you. Because you could ask people suggestions and they can give you suggestions, but guess what? It's not their story, it's your story. So you have to remember that. Yes, they can help you kind of put it together. But, I have people saying I had such a depressing life. You had the life you were meant to have. You were on the journey you were meant to be on. Whether it's rich or poor, you were there to see what it was. I've talked to people, my family had money. When I talk to people about where I lived and who I was, they're like, you were rich. But I didn't look at it that way. I had blue jeans, t-shirts, moccasins. I had my moccasins so duct taped on the bottom with the holes that you couldn't duct tape them no more because I'd just be wearing duct tape. And I didn't feel that I was rich. I felt like I was a normal child. But then when people are like, well, look what you had, well, that doesn't matter. Our parents work constantly. We hardly seen them. I mean, there is ups and downs in rich and poor. It happens, but we've got to come above that and stop going, well, they're rich and they don't know how I feel and do. Guess what? Being rich sometimes is basically being alone and trying to figure out what the hell you're going to do today because your parents are out working and running around. So you do take on who you were supposed to be at that point because this is the life you chose before you got here. I really believe that we did choose our parents. I really believe that. Okay, now we're going to get into the tarot oracle and the wild reflection as a meaning. Now, the first card that came out with the Enchanted Map Oracle is a 53, and that is the beautiful listen, beautiful elephant. Now, 53 is an 8, which is infinity, and this elephant is listening. Bird is up on the elephant, and that bird has such a beautiful song. Whether the elephant understands that song or not, it's a beautiful song. An open heart will hear the message. When this card appears, you're being reminded that there is a time to speak and a time to be silent. Now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what is not being said at the moment. For the deeper message is not always obvious. Listen with your heart, not just your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. That's why I said, when you write something down and you reread it to yourself, you're hearing it a different way than just your thought writing it on paper. It's a different perception when you're reading it out loud. And you can also find mistakes easier when you read it out loud. So whether you're being channeled and you're writing stuff down and do, and you know what it said, but you're just writing it real fast, go back and read what you wrote. You're channeling messages for yourself. And that is what we have to remember. Elephants are very, very intelligent creatures, and they remember. Remember, Peter Pan. They remember, listen, listen. That's what I'm trying to get across right now. And I think Spirit is telling me that we have to go within our heart and look at different meanings of things before we jump to conclusions. So the card that goes with the 53 is what we got, the tarot. We got the Eight of Wands, and that does not surprise me a bit. That's infinity. Movement, speed, progress, quick decisions, sudden change, excitement. The Eight of Wands represents forward movement, momentum, and action. This card suggests that stalled projects and endeavors will be picking up at a great speed. Momentum has finally arrived. This card also signals that new possibilities and opportunities will arrive unexpectedly. Ride the wave and practice self-belief and confidence. This is a moment for the asker to capitalize on all their hard work. Think about it. That is what this card is telling you. We're not always supposed to intervene in things. Sometimes we're supposed to observe and listen. I think that with the water flowing and the magic streaming down the stream, look at all the energy magic. And it's a beautiful way to just stop and take time and listen to the energy that surrounds us, because energy is life. It's alive. I'm alive. I thought that was Young Frankenstein. Okay, I'm okay, really. So now we've got 21, Field of Dreams. And we got Field of Dreams a few days ago, and I think it was upside down. We didn't get any reverse today. We got a lot of reverse the other day, and a reverse kind of it's the same thing, I really think, but it kind of puts uh, a spin on things when they're reversed. Field of dreams, your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential, not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, and take action. And tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary. That is what we're going into. And I know everything looks kind of crazy and hectic, but it's coming. It's coming in fast and it's going to change. So we've got to get kind of like how we're feeling and what we're doing. I honestly believe we have a lot of beauty coming and a lot of awakening the spirit, the inner child, the heart space, and a lot of feeling good about ourselves again. And 21 is a divine message. The little spring flowers, beautiful. You know what? Go and plant some spring flowers. We went and bought tulips and daffodils and just plant, even if it's a little one on your porch. If you live in the city, just go get a little one. Put a couple pansies maybe in there, maybe a plant, and just enjoy the beauty of nature, of being alive. So we got temperance with that, and it's a 14, which is a 5. And we do know we're going through changes. This is kind of like here we have all kinds of magical puffy clouds, and we're enjoying the day, and we're just enjoying sitting on our egg, waiting for our story to continue. Then we have temperance. We have the positive and negative polarity. We have the white angel feathers, the angel calling card, and we have energy that we're playing like an accordion. We've got the sun and we got lightning bolts. We've got inner and outer. We've got masculine and feminine. We have choices. Balance, peace, patience, moderation, calm, tranquility, harmony, and serenity. The Temperance Tarot cards suggest moderation and balance, coupled with a lot of patience. When this card appears, there is a suggestion that extremes in any situation should be avoided. Temperance may also indicate a line, time for evolution and re-examining the priorities you have chosen. This will help you create a balance between you, your outer, and your inner self. That's funny. I was just saying the other day, I says we're entering the twilight zone and we're going to the outer limits. It's just getting crazy out there, people. Okay, we got a 38. 38. And this is heal the ouch. And we got another 11, which doubles in the power. Heal the ouch. Forgiveness is the healer of the soul. This is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, soul, and mind. As this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you will be successful in developing your natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be that you're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you'll switch to a cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you'll pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You're asked to be conscious about your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to the healing path. The heal, the ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. Yeah. We spend so much time in anger about something someone did or something you did, and it was a mistake. There is no mistakes. There is no mistakes. So at that point where you're feeling like that, have a journal and write it down. Write down how you were feeling and why you were feeling that way. And then you can kind of learn how to absorb that kind of toxic energy and go about your business and not leave that in your heart space as a heavy imprint, because the heavy imprints will stay a long time, and you don't want a heavy imprint of that to stay for a long time. We also got the 11, so we got an 11, 11. We had another 11. We have some major master numbers coming out, and that's justice, babe. Justice, justice, justice on Heal the Ouch. Our world right now has abused its people so bad that we're trying to heal the ouch, but we're so aggravated and fed up. So you know what we have to do to heal this ouch? We have to meditate and free ourselves from it. Justice, karma, consequences, accountability, law, truth, honesty, integrity, cause, and effect. The Justice Tarot card appears in a reading, signaling that a judgment will be made fairly and accordingly. The decision that you have made in the past will be carefully weighed with fairness. If you have been wronged, the appearance of this card may bring you a sense of justice and relief. On the other hand, if your actions have caused pain to others, this card serves as a warning to take responsibility for your actions and make amends. Yeah, if you harmed somebody, it's going to reflect on you. It's going to bounce back at you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will bounce back on you. We want to treat people the way we want to be treated. Okay, now we got a 27. And this was interesting because it started with the be your true you. And this is it's a 9 and it's home. So 27, which is a 9, and it's home. Peace, serenity, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people, or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you. Now, whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be and will reap great benefits by staying on this path, regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. I love that. That was this is kind of like our past, kind of with the now space. This is our now space. This is the future, how we're going to get the justice and we're going to heal the heart. And this is like an outcome, like a special message. And with the home, we got the 6 of Pentacles. And look how beautiful this is. Generosity, charity, community, material help, support, sharing, giving, and receiving gratitude. The 6 of Pentacles represents financial harmony, charity, and generosity. It suggests that the asker has cultivated positive karma by sharing their abundance with others. This card can also indicate that there is good financial news on the way. The asker may inherit money or receive a generous gift. However, no matter how prosperity enters their life, they are encouraged to share the abundance with loved ones. And what would be better than to be home and sharing with loved ones? I mean, seriously. It's got the beautiful sunflowers that radiate the light with the energy around, and all the hands of the home, the loved ones, the people, the charity, the giving, the loving. That's what that card represents, and it's the home. That was a really good reading. We got a couple more cards before I exit Amscray out of here. But we did get the Starseed Oracle, and you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. And it's really kind of interesting how we got the community card in the Starseed Oracle, right after the home and the Six of Pentacles with all the hands. Look at all the hands in the community. And she is sharing energy with her higher self. That's interesting. Look how the higher self is looking down and they're going to connect. The older the soul, the deeper the cave. Many star seeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being human. Many star seeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we're not here to go about this life alone. Humans are pack animals, and we all need the love, company, and support of others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasingly online world, we can be connected to more people and yet feel more alone and isolated than ever. There's still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things in social media. With so many people knowing our news, what is it doing to our auric field? Commonly, we find ourselves in constant conversation, yet lacking the genuine connection of physical community and touch. The main message of this card is to step out of your cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. This could be seeing friends and family who live nearby or having a regular catch-up walk with someone. In what way can you open yourself up to the people who are physically in your life? Those are truly no. How can you reach out to people in your life physically? So there's a question to write in your journal. How can you reach out to not feel alone? And how can you reach out to people in your life physically? So all of this was basically just releasing the things that bind us. We also got the gateway of light activation, and it's sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. The sacral chakra is found below the belly button and is the energetic space that governs our reproductive system and all forms of expression connected to it. Everything from our sexuality to our capacity to express the tender, more sacred parts of ourselves is connected to this chakra. It is governed by water, and so it helps us move with the flow of life in order to express our most authentic self. This card transports us to this sacred inner space. It shows an inner temple with flowing water and lots of soft colors coming from a blooming lotus. This encourages us to see that our sacred part are beautiful, energetic gateways through which we can express and manifest pure life force. Visualize a drop of divine light from the heart of the universe washing over and through your genitals, reconnecting with this energetic space and recognizing that it is a space of divine power. You are being guided to the gateway of your sacred self. This is an opportunity to recognize that the more tender and vulnerable aspects of your being hold keys to great power. Honor the sacred within, reclaim any parts of yourself that you have disconnected from or abandoned. If you want to experience more love and belong, look within. There is a huge lesson in finding love within yourself. Realize that false narratives have been floating around your energetic field, stories that have discouraged you from expressing yourself. You may even have been lied to and told you aren't beautiful. This card is here to remind you that you are beautiful, and more importantly, You can create beauty in the world. Recognize that you hold the power of the universe within, and then you'll find your own flow. I love that. That is so true. We have to find our own flow. And I think that's what we've all really been working on because I've been saying, work on self, work on self. And I just feel that we need to because we're going into an amazing time. 40, and number 40, the golden cities live ecologically and harmoniously. And this is where we're going. This is the golden city. A golden city is an eco community created for the highest good of the inhabitants. In the higher consciousness, there is no ego, and this allows a town to be birthed without planning, permission, or government regulations. Those who propose to live their attuned, they're attuned together, holding a harmonious vision of their house and the city built accordingly. Beautiful buildings nestled around rocks, trees, rivers, and natural formations. Everything radiates a golden era. Because of climate change and shifts in the geographical structure of Earth, some of the new golden cities will be built in previous unimaginable locations, such as inside mountains or floating on oceans. However, the high conscious of the people will enable them to live joyfully, peacefully, and ecologically in different conditions. In the future, the land and cities will radiate a golden aura of love and wisdom. The sooner we start to live in a natural environment, balanced way, as if we are already residing in a golden city, the more quickly this lifestyle would manifest. Your guidance is to make your home and neighborhood as beautiful, ecological, and peaceful as you can. Then connect with the principalities, very high frequency angels in charge of big projects. They are overlighting the development of the cities of the new golden age. And so affirm that you are ready to do your part in creating them. When you focus on your vision of harmony, respect for nature, and desire for creation, for the highest good of all, you are helping to form the fifth dimensional blueprint for the glorious future. Each time you envision houses, trees, rocks, and nature radiating a golden aura, you are energizing the higher way of living. Ask your principalities to impress a vision of the new golden cities on those who are ready to bring them forward. That is a really good reading for us. And that is telling me that we need to get a grip on everything flying around and just taking everything in and not using different perceptions on it and just writing it as we feel. I got goosebumps. As we feel it coming in, we got to realize the energy is so strong with people right now. There's so much bad energy going on and good energy, and it's like ricocheting off each other. It's not balanced yet, but we're getting there. So the main goal today, I think, in this reading is to work on self and balance self and look at the different perceptions of things that you say or other people say. Because, words are like spells, it's spelling. You're spelling something out. And we don't want to give any negative conversations going on because then you'll feel that negative energy. We want to try to stay in positive right now. And I know that's hard. We've got the negative and the positive, the choice card, the polarity, but we can work on ourselves. When we start to feel that trigger moment, that angry kind of energy, not liking what I'm going on, just realize that you're being triggered. Stop listening to that and walk away. You don't have to give an opinion every time. Sometimes I do that a lot now because I love to give opinions. I love to help people, but you know what? Sometimes I'm not helping. I'm hurting the situation by thinking that I'm helping. So just be careful with your words and your actions right now and help your community, help your fellow neighbors, even if they don't know you. Go up and introduce yourselves. That's what me and my husband did. We introduced ourselves to a lot of people that we normally wouldn't do, and we did. We love it. So yeah. Now, I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.